Alright, so I was looking inside of my various cans of paint, and the Por15 had crusted over so hard I couldn't drive a screwdriver through it. I poked a hole in the bottom and there was plenty in there underneath the crust. That stuff is so hard though, I couldn't drive that screwdriver through the top of it. So I just took a knife, cut a hole in the bottom of the can, drained it out. I'm going to climb over in there and paint all of this into the back of the trunk there, as far as it'll go. I'm going to run out and get me some gloves and a paintbrush, and then climb over in there and do my duty. So here's what I have to work with, is this bucket of paint right here. And I didn't want to climb over in there with that paint, because knowing me, I'd get more on me than I would the car. So I made me up a little paintbrush on a stick, which should allow me to reach up in there and paint all the little spots. I'm going to wipe the paint off with a knife. But once that stuff dries, that Por15 is so hard you never get it off of there. Yeah. I'm just going to set this whole tub right over in there, and then we will go to town on it. Maybe y'all can watch. Let's see. I can prop y'all up here against the bin somewhere, maybe like that. And I didn't stir the paint, so I'm just gonna mix it around here. My goal is to just slosh it all over everything that's rusty, especially everything that's rusty. Might as well do this part down here while I still got plenty of paint, don't you think? Yeah. The thing about this Por15, it's literally advertised that it bonds with the rust. Well, that's exactly what I want it to do. I could throw some regular primer in here, but the rust is going to rust through the regular primer. So far it's been my experience that the rust really doesn't eat its way through the Por15, although if you put it over some old paint, sometimes it will the old paint will crack off. I mean, the Por15 will crack off because it doesn't really stick to old paint very well. I don't know how it will do in this trunk situation, because there is some old paint in here, but we're just going to go recklessly, especially where we have the whole can, you know, spilled out there and we need to use it up. So I'm just going to go recklessly and try to coat everything really well that I can get to. Quite literally, just slopping it on there. I found a nice looking can of red Rustoleum. Looked like it was some of that acetone based paint over there, and I was thinking, well, if I can get me a nice coat of this Rustoleum down in the trunk, paint over that later with some of that red, kind of brings this whole trunk a little bit closer to where it would sort of match the colors of the car. This is definitely a lot easier than me being over in there on my hands and knees trying to do it. Well, I'm going to run out of paint before I run out of trunk, but that's okay.